Travis Lonely Miles here, bringing you Warren Smith with Uranium Rock.
Oh, thank God.
Woo! See, Des, I told you the molecular stabilization matrix held.
Funny, you didn't sound certain yesterday. It is really, really good to see you. Did it work? Did you make it inside the Institute?
I met with the leader of the Institute. And it turns out, he's my son.
What? Wasn't he just a little boy?
After they took him from me, they froze me in cryo.
Instead of being on ice for a few years, it's a few decades instead. The Institute's really done a number on you. Besides meeting your boy, did you meet Patriot too? Did Tom's holotape?
Uh-huh. I met Patriot. His name is Liam Benet.
I knew you'd get the job done. We need every scrap of intel you picked up. Write up a full report on Pam's terminal. After you're done.
Systems locked. Buildings to... Statistical model for Operation Tea Party.
Pam.
Preliminary analysis complete.
Anything we need to move on?
Affirmative. Codename Patriot requires admin credentials for Code Defender security software. Cross-indexing CIT security administrators with 2077 Commonwealth Census records. Filtering by surviving structures. One match found. Bergman. Wilfred. Bergman. Wilfred. Registered as co-owner of Cambridge Polymer Labs. Estimated 81% chance of login credentials being located at this facility.
What can you tell me about Cambridge Polymer?
Cambridge Polymer Labs, LLC, had several active military contracts, specializing in robotics. The region is currently classified as extremely dangerous.
After you get the password report back here. With any luck, we'll have a game plan by then.
Why bother with that? You open in a museum or something?
Half of you know this already, but something so big. I can't ask people to keep it secret any longer. The rumor is true. One of our agents has made it inside the Institute.
Is this what Tinker Tom was working on?
Yes, Tom's work is related, but the device and the assembly was the Wanderer's doing. After the device was assembled, she made it inside the Institute, and then back out.
Where is the Institute?
We're not sure exactly. Best guess
And that,
is that it's
folks,
somewhere
was
under
the
the old
Inkspots.
CIT. But they've been using a teleportation device to get in and out, so it could be anywhere.
What did she find out?
I know you all have questions, but I've said everything I'm
Travis
going to.
Lonely
But know
Miles here,
this,
with the
the
latest
ops
news
you're
update from
planning
the
and running
Commonwealth.
now are the most
this one
important of our lives. We
sounds
have a
heavy.
chance at rescuing
The
more
Green
synths
Tech
than we
building,
ever
long
dreamed
known
of.
as a haven
So
for
get it
gutter
done.
mercenaries, was
Excellent
recently
work.
assaulted
On
by
our
an
side, we've
unknown
gone through
group.
your report. It was
From what I
extraordinary.
understand, there
So
aren't any
many
gunners
pieces of
left
the
to tell
puzzle
the
clicked
tale.
into place.
If that's
Our
true,
final
it's a little
analysis
unsettling.
indicates the Institute is
Those
far
guys
more
meant
formidable
business.
than we ever feared or
There are
imagined.
rumors
If we stage a mass
circulating that
breakout,
the Institute
Patriot's 13
was
synths will
somehow
undoubtedly be
involved.
the last
Now,
we
I
ever
know
saved.
they come up every
Instead,
time
we use this
something
one
bad or
chance
unexplained
to rescue
happens.
all the synths.
But in this
Every
case, even I have
last
to admit,
one of
it's
them.
hard to not suspect they were involved.
That's a bold
Don't
plan.
jump to
We can't
conclusions,
waste
but
this opportunity.
keep your
The
wits about
Institute
you,
will
folks.
never let their slaves go without a
don't
fight.
worry.
So the heart of our
This time,
problem is
there's no
manpower.
reason to suspect
Even if
our
we
fair
call in
city is
all
danger,
our agents,
so you
and we
just
will,
sit back
we
and
won't
enjoy
be able
some
to hold
quality
our
music,
own against the Institute
courtesy
for
of
long.
Diamond City
Talk with
Radio.
C-114. If the synths
Handgun
down there
safety
want
is
freedom,
an
they must
important
fight
issue here
and
in
risk their
Diamond City.
lives to earn it.
Here's Bing Crosby's take on it with
Z1
pistol
seems
packing
capable of
mama.
that.
We always thought Patriot was the savior of the synths. But it may be more accurate to say that Z1 is. As much as we owe Patriot, we can't be certain how committed he is. If he learns we're willing to kill to free synths, he may not have the stomach for it. So get what you need from him and then cut him loose. Good luck. We're all with you.
power armor is effective, sure, but it's hardly efficient.
Rumor is, advanced systems are starting a new development initiative soon.
The commissary is always
Synth
open.
unit.
Would
You
like
were
to
scheduled for
report?
maintenance duty at SRB last night. Anything you'd like to report?
Nothing to report, sir. I carried out my duty, as usual.
Dr. Ayo saw you accessing a terminal. You know you are not.
You get me what we talked about?
Is Dr.
And I'm in
Ayo
business.
mistaken?
Yes. I mean, no, he's
Liam,
not.
I got you your username and password.
You railroad guys really deliver, you know? Hooking that ancient tech up to the modern terminals is going to be seriously time-consuming, even with that password. So hand it over and I'll get started.
Was that a stutter?
This is a
Have you developed a
delicate operation. Are you okay if we have to use violence?
Good question. If we find ourselves in that position, we pull the plug and wait for another opportunity. We can't risk anyone's life over this.
Would it be possible to rescue more synths?
Those 13 synths are the only ones we're sure we can trust. If we push our luck and get the wrong synth involved, the whole thing could unravel.
Here you go.
Great. Z-114 is working the atrium again. Can you get...
I hope all your needs are being seen to. No.
We must speak quickly. We cannot risk being discovered. I have made arrangements. I can get the 13 we discussed into position. But, tell me, do you think Mr. Benet's plan will work?
A better plan is to use this opportunity to rescue everyone. But synths will have to fight for it.
And I thought Mr. Benet's plan was too ambitious. Of course, I'd fight for my freedom. And I know of a few others that might as well. But enough to face all the guards? Perhaps... if we stand up openly to the scientists, more of my people would join us. Yes. Even if most don't join the fight, certainly there are many others who have been waiting their whole lives for this. But we should be prepared for some of the synths to fight against us.
All people want to be free. They just...
If the Railroad inspires everyone like you do, the SRB is wise to fear you. We will give my people an opportunity, and they will flock to us. I admire Mr. Benet a great deal, but we can't tell him about this plan. It's his people we'll be fighting. I will talk to my friends. Meet me here tomorrow. If I don't make our appointment, assume the worst.
C1?
I have nothing to report at the moment. Have a nice day. It's been a pleasure to meet you. I asked my friends if they'd take up arms for their freedom. I was surprised at the number of volunteers. Perhaps once the fighting begins, many others will join us. But we will fight and die very quickly unless we have weapons. A lot of them. Given the right materials, we can make our own crude but serviceable weapons. Unfortunately, we're missing a few critical ingredients.
What ingredients?
Gunpowder, laser focusing crystals, and a couple other things.
Couldn't we just...
All munitions are tightly guarded by the SRB. And surprise.
I have weapons.
Excellent. Deposit anything you can spare in Maintenance Closet 3, so the ingredients are...
Tell me how I can help.
We've come up with a plan. The Institute's always expanding. Excavation just completed on one of the sublevels. The mining equipment has been packed into crates, and they haven't been moved yet. That equipment has everything we need. Thanks to Mr. Binet, the construction crew is populated solely by my friends. But they're under constant supervision. How do you feel about killing some guards?
Who's guarding them?
A good number of early mob.
I'll do it. If it's necessary.
We could come. After you eliminate the guards, we'll move the supplies and blow up the tunnel.
Sure.
To the SRB, it will be a tragic construction accident that killed many synths. Rare, but not unheard of. And then, our dead friends can assemble the weapons we need. Good luck.
I've heard stories. On the surface,
Sir,
I'm not
we've
scared
had
of the
another
surface.
situation. Oh, Red.
What? This is the third time in 2 weeks. This is unacceptable. How can this happen?
We think there was a system glitch. We're looking into it.
You're all useless. Out here. In the meantime, tell the others to be on high alert.
Non-stop music and all the latest news. This is Diamond City Radio.
Greetings, citizen. I believe you have
Hi.
business. with
Scanning
the guards.
unknown identity. Operating at full capacity confirmed. Reporting status. All functions normal.
Nothing to report, ma'am.
Sustaining damage. I am the victim of violence.
Be warned, I cannot allow these attacks to continue. Upper limb actuator systems offline.
My programming allows me to terminate you in self-defense. System. Primary sensor critically.
Thank you, stranger. Leave now. Soon, this will all be under rubber. Remember Z1's plan, everyone.
Tell Z1.
Grab
we will
everything
fight
we
when the
can
time
use.
comes.
The crates, especially.
Now that we have weapons, next time you will not fight alone.
C1?
You have done your part, and we'll do ours. Weapon construction will begin immediately.
Have any problems?
There's been no alarm. My friends have all the time they...
Sure. Any news about Liam?
Liam's got his terminal working. When the time is right, we have someone who can operate it. I'll stall Liam as long as I can. But he's anxious to proceed with the old plan. You should avoid him if you can. If he had any idea what we're up to, I fear he'd report us.
This is a good start.
The greatest challenge remaining is keeping all of this secret from the SRB. So we're being very careful, which, unfortunately, takes time. For now, please continue working with Father. We can't afford for him to grow suspicious. When my people are ready, I will contact you.
World is bigger than strong rule.
Science and institutes of learning. Surely
Wrong, want
they
to
are
smash
our
something.
Most folks are just looking for a hand. All we gotta do is offer.
So many humans, not many super mutants.
wish a buckethead would show up. I'd rip his legs clean off.
Can it wait?
Humanity has fallen so since the...
Hope you enjoyed that last number. Good news is something often in short supply in the Commonwealth, folks. So I'm happy to be able to deliver a little bit to you.
I'd say we're good to go.
If you were one of the folks worrying in hushed tones about the whereabouts of Diamond City's most effective detective, you can rest easy. Nick Valentine is back in town and seemingly none the worse for wear. While details about what happened to him are scarce, I for one am just glad he's back. And in one piece. And if there's any more good news to share, you'll hear it first here on Diamond City Radio. Here's Johnny Mercer, folks. Enjoy.
Welcome back. It needs some refinement, but I think we can consider my serum a qualified success.
This is incredible.
It is a significant first step, but it still only works on one strain of FEV. It will take years, perhaps decades, to generalize my formula. Still, you have my gratitude. You're welcome to make use of my lab, or help yourself to any of this junk if you want it. In the meantime, I have a lot of experiments to run. Excuse me.
Disgusting. Smells like the bathroom after Salisbury steak night.
Did you need something? Sorry, I'm rather busy right now. Make yourself at home. such as it is.
Someday, super mutants kill everything.
Glad to see you've returned safely from the Institute, sister.
Watch your step out here. It's a long way down.
Taking on a Deathclaw without backup is a great way to get yourself killed.
Pinging remote units at 30-second intervals as requested.
Our latest intelligence tells us you've infiltrated the Institute and liberated a valuable holotape from their facility. I'm quite disappointed you chose to build the signal interceptor without the Brotherhood Knight. However, you've secured passage to and from their facility, which was one of our primary goals. So, I'm willing to overlook your lapse in judgment, since you've unexpectedly accelerated our plans. I now have 2 missions for you to complete. First and foremost, I want you to bring that holotape to Proctor Ingram right away. There could be data vital to the success of our mission on that tape, so we can't afford to take any chances. The second part of your mission requires a bit of background to explain. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital Wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process, we were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison Lee, a noted mind in the field of nuclear engineering.
How did the Brotherhood meet Dr. Lee?
She was part of a civilian project in the capital Wasteland that the Brotherhood appropriated. It wasn't difficult to convince her to stay. That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining order in the capital Wasteland. After some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood and exiled herself to the Commonwealth. We're fairly certain that her intent was to make contact with the Institute.
I'm surprised that the Brotherhood let her go.
Had I been in command, I wouldn't have allowed it to happen. She was a valuable asset. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Lee's whereabouts. If you find out that she's still alive, make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel. There's a special project we're working on, and it needs her attention.
What's this project that needs her attention?
Dr. Lee previously worked on a potent weapon for the Brotherhood of Steel. We'd like her to continue where she left off. That's all I can tell you. Just keep your mind on the mission. And don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck, Knight.
Wackiest version I've heard so far is that this thing is supposed to somehow contact the Institute. Now, I don't think I believe that, but if it's true, and whoever's building it can hear me, put down the